My most vivid memories of library actually doesn't have to do so much with books, but when I was a kid, I grew up in Peekskill, New York, and I don't know why it was there. I guess somebody donated it, but they had this huge glass case, and the glass case was full of stuffed birds, stuffed exotic birds, and I used to just stare at that forever. So I always associate stuffed birds with libraries. And I did love that library when I was a kid. You know, it was like in an old building. I always get disappointed when you go into a new library. I like with old, stuffy, moldy ones. That's what reminds me, again, of when I was a kid. But yeah, I love going to the library. I always take out a whole bunch of books. I take advantage of the internet a lot, and I'll just place orders on books. And sadly, most of the time when I go, it's when I go to pick up the book and return it. And of course, I'll always wind up goofing off there, spending time poking around. But yeah, I do. Now, I mean, it's just so easy. If there's a book I need, I'll look online to see if the Seattle library system has it, and then ask them to ship it to my local branch. I don't think library budget cuts are an issue here in Seattle. In fact, for as long as I've been here, the one consistent bottom up meaning people demanding it rather than the people running the city shoving it down our throats. It always has to do with libraries. The people in this city and in this county, they have routinely, consistently asked for libraries to be open more often, to open up more libraries, and it's one thing that we always agree to pay for. It's a levy that always passes overwhelmingly. Sadly, what the city always does is, knowing that, they'll always attach other things to library levies, knowing it'll pass. So they'll attach something that nobody wants to the library levies. But at least in this town, I've never known of library cuts. I remember the high school library was a place where I'd hide. I would just want to hide from even my friends. And so I'd read books. I'd go and read books, but I was there both to read books, but also to hide from everybody. So it served two purposes. Right now I'm working on a very big, time-consuming biographical graphic novel. And I'm actually, well, I'll tell you, my publisher wants me to keep it a secret, but it's about Margaret Sanger, of all people. She led the most fascinating life. It almost seems like, she led the life of 10 people. So when I first started reading about her, I immediately thought this would make for a great comic. So that's what I'm pretty much knee-deep in at the moment.